Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Eto, maiba naman tayo. Magandang storya naman. It's been a while. We will talk about journey to PR na. Naku, ang bilis nangyari. So nakakatuwa pakinggan, ano. I think marami tayong matututunan na lesson dito sa couple na ating kakwentuhan for this episode. One thing good about them, ang galing nila na sa pag-research. Okay? And I would think, isa yan sa nagpadali ng kanilang PR journey. Okay, they ended 2025 with a good news na sila na ay permanent residents. Congratulations, Tony and Leuven. Welcome to In a Nutshell.
Ina,
Hey.
thanks for having us.
Iyan. Okay. Tony and Leuven, guys, they are based in Vancouver, BC. I've met them, no? Na-meet ko sila when I visited Vancouver, I think around August ba last year.
Right.
At nagpapasalamat ako. Nakakatawa to. Pero sila ang nagdala sa akin sa restaurant na for me, pinakamasarap na siomai na natikman ko. Yun talaga yung memory ko, no?
Oo, winner talaga yung siomai nila in fair. So, we can't wait to have you back.
Oo nga, no. Oh, especially my husband, he loves Vancouver. Gandang-ganda siya dyan. But anyway, again, congrats guys. Ganap na PR na kayo.
Thank you.
Sige, for this episode, siguro kukwento muna natin what brought you guys to Canada briefly, if that's okay. Hindi po sila agad napunta ng Vancouver, no? International student pathway sila in 2022, tama ba, Tony?
That's right. Tama.
Yeah. Okay. And sa London, Ontario, nagsimula ang kanilang Canadian journey. Alright, sige, what brought you to Canada first? Tony and Leuven ba? Whoever wants to share.
Siguro I'll share. Let me start by saying, kami ni Leuven, we've been together for 21 years now. We've been a couple for 21 years. Alam naman natin na sa Pilipinas, gay marriage is really not recognized, while it is tolerated, pero not really recognized. So Leuven and I dreamt of being in a country, living in a country where our rights as gay couple are not just tolerated but recognized. So important for us yun. And Canada is a perfect country for the two of us. So that's the main reason kung bakit andito kami. So we got married in 2024. Finally, after almost 2 decades of being together. Pero syempre, ibang usapan pa yung, magandang healthcare dito, from gay rights being widely recognized.
Yeah. Okay. So, student pathway, no? Si Tony po. Yan. Si Tony ang nag-student. Obviously, si Leuven got the spousal open work permit pa. Paano pag hindi pa married when you got here? Paano ba yun? Spousal pa rin?
Common law.
Common law. Parang ganon, right? Okay. Why student pathway? Did you consider another pathway din ba? Baka si Leuven nag-try mag-work as a nurse here, mga ganon?
You wanted to answer that? Or
Did
initially,
you guys consider?
Gusto kasi ni Leuven, when we were looking at our options, since I've been in the business process outsourcing industry for 2 decades, more on customer service, right? Yun yung pinakamalapit. International students are cognizant of this. Kapag nagsasubmit ka ng study permit mo, part of the documents that you need to submit to IRCC is statement of purpose. Bakit after almost 20 years, gusto mo ulit mag-aral sa Canada at sa Canada pa? So for me, when I was looking at my options, dahil ako yung international student, nakita ko na hospitality operations management is closer to what I've been practicing in the corporate world. Bilang nasa customer service industry siya. So when I was drafting my statement of purpose na isasubmit sa IRCC, it was a safer route for me. Kasi mas madaling i-justify na after 2 decades gusto ko ulit mag-aral. And alam naman natin to, real talk, the international student route or pathway before 2 years or 3 years ago was the fastest way to get into Canada legally.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then means kung magpo-pursue kasi siya sa, for example, sa ibang province, magbe-bridging program pa siya.
Each province may different rules.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, if we go straight here sa Vancouver I need to study for another year before
Mhm.
mag-work. As compared sa London, Ontario, na research namin, I just have to do NNAS, National Nursing Assessment Service, and then
Mhm.
after that, I have to get a license from the College of Nurses of Ontario. Then,
Oh,
makapag-work na ako.
Mas mabilis.
oo. So obviously guys, hindi ko kasi nabanggit kanina. Si Luven po ay isang
Mhm.
nurse. Yan, okay. And so when you guys entered through the student pathway,
Mhm.
meron na kayong plano, no? Ang naging ending kasi guys, si Luven ang naging susi. Yan ang naging susi sa kanilang PR. So yung spouse, all right. Sige, tell us what happened, what was the plan, paano kayo nag-research. And okay, what brought you rather to BC later on? Okay.
Mhm.
Yan.
So when we got here, ako yung nag-international student, but we know exactly na yun lang yung gagamitin naming legal pathway, of course, para mas makapunta dito ng mas mabilis. Pero before we left the Philippines, nakapag-NCLEX na si Luven, and NCLEX is valid for US and Canada. Ang kailangan na lang niyang gawin is kumuha ng, sinabi niya nga, yung certification from NS and CNO. Knowing na very in demand ang mga healthcare workers, lalo na mga registered nurses sa Canada. Before pa kami umalis ng Philippines, we knew exactly na ito yung gusto naming path i-take. Habang nag-international student ako, Luven will have the opportunity to work while I was studying as a registered nurse for as long as makomplete namin lahat ng certification, and then magagamit namin yon for the healthcare stream. And
Yeah.
looking at IRCC's website, pagtitignan mo yung timeline, pagtitignan mo yung in-demand occupation before all the immigration policies change in Canada, we knew exactly na in-demand yung healthcare work ni Luven as a registered nurse. So hindi kami masyadong kakabahan or mahihirapan makahanap ng maayos and stable PR pathway. And then all the changes happened. So nung time na nagkakagulong lahat, dahil nga ang dami-daming changes, deep inside, we were kind of comfortable and confident na, okay, we made the right decision, we did the research, alam natin na kahit na naging volatile ang immigration program ng Canada at policies ni IRCC, stable yung direction na gusto nating tahakin.
Yan. Iba rin talaga guys, kapag meron kang kasamang nurse, right? But as Luven mentioned earlier, hindi porke syempre guys na nurse ka na sa Pilipinas, RN ka na doon, napasa mo na yung NCLEX, it does not mean na sa mga viewers natin na agad ka makakapag-practice in Canada. May iba't ibang pa yan, certification process in the different provinces. So you guys were in Ontario muna. Kamusta yung pagpa-practice mo doon, Luven? What happened? Doon sa NS mo, oo.
So, after, I think a year, nakuha ko yung, natapos ko yung lahat ng process, and then I got my license. And fortunately, I was employed sa London Health Sciences, general surgery. I was with general surgery then my entire life. So medyo, it's a familiar territory for me. But to be honest, I was culture shocked. Syempre, as from the Philippines, iba yung scope of practice dito. I used to work at a private hospital back home. And back home, we have resident doctors, we have medical interns. So for example, merong mga procedures, or for example, like as simple as NG tube insertion, hindi kami gumagawa nun sa private hospital. But dito talaga lahat talaga sa amin. So parang medyo nakaka-culture shock. And syempre yung culture coming from the Philippines, na parang lahat ng patients, lahat ng mga tao na ma'am and sir mo coming here, nawiwirduhan sila sa akin kasi lahat sila tinatawag ko ma'am and sir, like hindi pa ako sanay dun sa first name basis.
Yes.
So yeah, yung mga ganong maliliit na bagay, but ngayon naman nakapag-adjust naman na ng maayos.
Okay, yung almost 1 year of waiting to process your papers para ikaw ay maging ganap na rin na nurse dyan nurse sa Ontario.
Mhm.
Mabilis na rin kahit papaano. Matagal siya ha guys. Oo, matagal ang isang taon. But with the stories I've heard, medyo acceptable timeline na rin yung 1 year. Tama ba, Luven? I mean, it's
Yes.
not bad.
Kasi
Oo.
like nag-research talaga kami ni Tony.
Mhm.
So even before coming to Canada pa, lahat ng mga kailangan namin, yung mga pwede naming matapos or maumpisahan sa Philippines, inumpisahan na namin doon. Like nakapag-NCLEX na nga ako before coming here to Canada. Na-start ko na rin yung NNAS ko, yung National Nursing Service, before coming here to Canada. So parang waiting game na lang talaga for
Kasi
for
Ina,
me.
and add to that, yung timeline for processing yung NNAS, it takes a while. Siguro mga 8 months
8
yun.
months yun.
Iba pa yung timeline pag pinrocess mo yung certification from
Mhm.
CNO.
All
Yung
right.
CNO,
Okay.
mga 6 to 8 months din siya. So kung
Okay.
lahat aasikasuhin mo inside Canada, it will really take a lot of time. So
Oh, yes.
kami, ang ginawa namin, Pilipinas pa lang kami, hindi pa kami lumilipad for Canada. Tinapos na yung NCLEX, sinimulan na namin yung process ni NNAS. So pagdating namin dito, almost done, papalabas na yung certification niya from NNAS. So ang next na namin is yung CNO. So it made our waiting time and processing time shorter than usual.
Okay, what a good strategy. O, 'di ba guys, Pilipinas pa lang sa ENAS na sila. I mean, inumpisahan nila yung sa ENAS. I'm sure no yung mga viewers na may background sa nursing na nag-research, alam na nila din pinag-uusapan nating ENAS at CNO for Ontario. Before I ask my next question pala, wait a minute, I forgot to mention this. Guys, ha? Meron pong vlog si Tony Med. Ayan, i-follow ninyo sila if you wanna be updated. Although I know hindi naman sila super regularly nag-upload. Pero i-follow nyo yan. Okay? Si Tony Med Vlogs. Yan sa YouTube. Okay? Sige, I will just take it out. Okay. So, of course, may waiting time pa rin nonetheless, Luvin. What did you do doon sa almost 1 year of waiting and in-expect nyo naman din kasi, no? Na may ganun talagang paghihintay. Anong ginagawa mo throughout that waiting period, Luvin?
House husband lang.
Husband, oh, di ba?
Yes.
Yan ang masaya kapag, I would assume, ready kayo rin financially, di ba? As international students. But hindi ka na nag-effort, Luvin? O ano ba? Yun din ba talaga ang plano? Hindi ka na naghanap ng job?
Actually, I was interested to look for a job. Kaso sabi ni Tony, alam niya na kapag nag-start ako mag-work, sabi niya, masyadong mabibusy. So, sabi niya, magpahinga ka lang muna dyan habang naghihintay na magkaroon ka ng license.
Yan, di ba? Also, I have to ask this, how were you able to survive, sustain yourselves? Lalo na kasi, Tony, you were, studying. O tapos si Leuven, hindi nag-work muna for almost a year. O ano ang naging strategy ninyo sa panahon na yan?
I am fortunate that I'm able to keep my job. So I work remotely. I manage a healthcare recruiting firm that's US-based, but my recruiters are all based in Manila, Philippines until now.
Alright.
So tuloy-tuloy pa din ang ating opportunity to work and hindi pa rin tayo nawala ng income even if nasa Canada at nag-aaral. So
yan, diba?
That's what sustained us.
Okay, diba? And then after a year, eto na. Did you try applying to be PR in Ontario? Kasi nandun kayo sa London, di ba, nung una?
So when we were in Ontario, good question, Ina. Nagkaroon kami ng notice of interest from the province. And then we had a conversation with our immigration consultant. Shout out to Daphne of ACES Immigration, if I may just acknowledge her. Nagkaroon kami ng notice of interest from the province of Ontario. And then nag-create kami ng OINP profile namin. And I was telling Ina, guys, na investment namin yun. That was, because our plan A is after 2 years from London, Ontario, maglilipat talaga kami ng Vancouver. It was almost the tail end of 2020, 4, I guess,
yes.
Na bumisita lang kami ng Vancouver, pero nag-create kami ng OINP profile. just in case ma-flop ang aming plan sa Vancouver, BC, may babalikan kami because Leuven, maayos yung record niya sa London Health Sciences. Supportive yung employer niya. In fact, they wanted to keep him. It's just that kami lang talaga yung gustong lumipat ng city and province, pero naka-plan B yan. In case
Oo.
ma-flop yung aming plan, kahit naman medyo confident kami dahil healthcare stream for BCPNP, gusto pa rin namin na may plan B. Hindi kasi
Yeah.
siguro naniniguro ka lang. Like what I said, immigration is a privilege. It's not a right. Pwedeng mabago ang immigration policies and they have no obligation na isatisfy yung mga gusto natin sa buhay at mga plano natin sa
Oo.
pag-immigrate, right? So, naka-plan B siya. So, nag-create kami ng OINP profile, nagbayad kami ng $1,500 for that, but that's okay. We know na at least meron kaming back pocket plan, pero lumipat kami ng Vancouver after researching na ano ba yung mga requirements for BC PNP healthcare stream. And nung tinitignan namin yung drawing board namin, Ina, lahat ng requirements, alam namin satisfied naman kami, mabibigay namin yung documents. After 6 months of tenure ni Leuven with Vancouver Coastal Health, binigyan siya lahat ng papers needed for the BC PNP application. So, he
Okay.
started with Vancouver Coastal Health in December of 2024. June of 2025, binigay sa kanya lahat ng supporting documents needed for the BCPNP healthcare stream application alongside with our express entry profile. So nagamit namin yon. Kaya mabilis din talaga yung processing time.
Oo. Wait a minute, guys. Talagang bali ang plano ninyo, ang ending yung gusto sa Vancouver. They really love the city, no? Baka kasi nagulat sila, bakit pa rin kayo nag-Vancouver? It's basically because they love the city, right?
Right.
That's what you told me before.
Yes.
Oo. Tapos baka may naku-curious dun sa notice of interest. Okay?
Mm.
Meron po pala talagang NOI kung tawagin. Isipin ninyo, sila ang nilapitan nung OINP. Siguro dahil nga meron kayo palang profile, sabi mo sa akin kanina, express entry, nagparamdam sa kanila ang OINP with that notice of interest. It is not an invitation to apply, guys.
Correct.
More on a signal na, uy, baka interesado kayo, mag-apply kayo dito sa isang pathway namin sa OINP. And that is what they did. Okay? So as Tony mentioned, yun yung naging plan B nila. Kasi nga, ang goal talaga nila ay manirahan sa Vancouver. And then they ended up moving to Vancouver. At ito, everything worked out. Ang bilis nung inyong PR journey, no?
Yes.
Sabi mo kanina, bali nakuha ni Leuven yung 6-month na experience, nabigay sa kanya ng Vancouver, Coastal Health, yung lahat ng papeles ng June. Tell us how quick it is. Share with us yung naging timeline ninyo from the time you created your profile sa BC Health. Ano yung stream yun? Sige, go ahead.
Care stream. We created our profile mga first week of July 3 to be specific. Nag-create kami ng BCPNP profile namin. And then July 28, in less than a month, we received our provincial nomination. Doon kami nakakuha ng 600 points. Kaya yung total CRS namin umabot ng 1,083.
Wow. Okay.
After lumabas yung provincial nomination, nasama kami sa PNP draw.
Mm-hmm. And then, when did you get the ITA again? August.
That's right.
Oo, so you made your profile July. August, you got your ITA.
Yeah, August
And
6,
then-
namin yung ITA namin. And then, mga September, naka-receive na kami ng biometrics request. And then November 5, lumabas na yung aming confirmation of permanent residency.
Oh, diba? Ang bilis. Everything worked out as planned. Am I right? Parang, no?
Yes na. Yes, oo. Pero alam mo, siguro, like what I said, it all boils down to proper research, preparing the documents ahead of time. Kasi syempre ang IRCC, given how precarious times are when it comes to policy changes, kung ano pa yung mga requirements, so on and so forth. Important din talaga na you come prepared, i-gather mo na yung mga documents ahead of time. Huwag ka nang maghintay ng last minute pa. I-review mo din yung mga documents. I've heard from your previous episode how intrinsic it is na yung documents mo dapat accurate. Yung documents mo complete. Otherwise, baka ma-deny. It could, don't make costly mistake by completing all the documents last minute. Don't be a crammer para hindi din maging headache for you guys. So sa amin, aside from research, lahat ng documents na po pwede naming madala from the Philippines pala papuntang Canada, kinuha na namin. Ano yung mga documents na to? Certificate of Employment. Huwag ka lang kumuha ng Certificate of Employment na 1 page lang. Dapat kasama dyan description. I mean, you guys know, for those who are watching, I'm sure you guys know exactly the kind of documents na kailangan yung i-compile, but it will really help if meron ka ng documents na to ahead of time so that you can review them before you submit. Kasi hindi rin, ibang story din yung nasubmit mo pero ang daming mali or may mali, kahit mali lang, based on your previous episodes, isang mali, they're not gonna wait for you and tell you, oh, Tony, you have to resubmit this. Most likely, they will deny it and move to another applicant.
Sa panahon ngayon, that's what
Yes,
I've heard. Oo, lalo na. No? Well, good job, guys. Ang galing, nakakatuwa naman. Pero, before we end this episode, naabutan nyo, I'm curious, kasi naabutan nyo pa rin yung paghigpit na nangyayari, right? I mean, you guys just filed, created your profile mid-last year. Medyo nasa peak yun ng mga balita na para naghihigpit, ganito, ganyan. Naku po, ang daming na hindi na nag-e-extend. Was there ever a point that you guys were, maybe talking kayong dalawa, thinking na matatamaan kaya tayo dito sa paghihigpit na to? May plan C ba kayo? Kasi plan B si Ontario. Yung mga dumating ba kayo sa ganong pag-iisip?
Oo naman. Kahit na super confident kami ni Louven, between Louven and I'm the risk taker. Si Louven yung worry-worth. Si Louven yung let's just be safe. Pero ako talaga, Ina, you've been here in Vancouver. I'm sure you've witnessed yourself kung gaano kaganda ang province na to, ang city na to. So sabi ko, I'll take the risk. Nasa healthcare naman tayo, nasa healthcare stream naman tayo. I know na madedelay yung application natin ng permanent residency. Kung nag-Ontario tayo, malamang siguro na PR na tayo 6 months earlier. Pero long term, kinonsider namin na gusto namin happy kami doon sa city na kung saan kami nakatira. That's why tayo talaga iba-iba talaga ang ating lifestyle, iba-iba ang ating preferences. Pero siguro papayo din namin sa mga viewers mo, Ina, na that's why it all boils down again to research. Huwag ka lang pumunta sa city na mapipilitan kang tumira doon for 2 years. Kasi 2 years is still 2 years. Life is short. Kailangan lagi kang happy, right? So kami, kaming mas-stuck sa isang city with all due respect. We love London. We're grateful for that city. Pero Vancouver is such a beautiful city na it's so hard to resist na, ay nako, it has a price tag for sure, pero ang ganda ng weather. Nakita mo naman, Ina, nakita ko yung latest mo. Frozen ang Detroit River, pero ang Vancouver chill pa din. So, yes, to answer your question, at some point, sabi ni Louven sa akin, are you sure you're making the right decision? Tama ba yung risk calculation mo? And I told him, trust the process, trust me, maayos yung documents natin, nabusisi natin to ng maayos. I am very confident na magmamaterialize din naman yung plan natin. But to answer your follow-up question, ang plan C namin dahil licensed registered nurse din naman si Louven sa New York. He has a license to practice in New York. In case ma-flop ang aming Canadian dream, real talk lang, sa balutan kami at magpupunta kami ng New York at doon kami maghahanap ulit ng aming kapalaran.
I think swak na swak pa rin kayong dalawa. If ever man, no, hindi naman na mangyayari. Pero if ever, I think you'd also fit quite well in New York, no? Anyway, but I'm happy you guys are staying here in Canada. Diba? Ang ganda. Thank you so much, Tony and Louven, for sharing your story. Sana ma-inspire yung mga nag-aabang pa rin, no? Still in the middle of their PR journey. Again, guys, do your own research. Okay? Huwag kayo makinig sa mga vlog lang katulad nito. Hindi. Siyempre, marami din dyan. Basta, mag-do your own research. Okay? No matter kung ano pa mapanood nyo dito o saan man. Okay?
Right. And trust the right people.
Correct. Thanks so much again, you two. We will end this episode here. Guys, follow nyo yung, ito, up ko ulit yung, saan na ba yun? Itong channel ni Tony Med. Please follow him, okay? Tony Med Vlogs. Alright. Actually, meron siyang silang episode talking about their PR journey. Meron pa silang ibang tips doon. So, panoorin ninyo. I think it's your latest episode. Ayan o, ito to. Yan. Okay. So, that is it. We take this out. Again, thank you. You guys will end this episode here. Bye!
Thanks.